That sounds amazing. I'm super excited about it. You know what? That's a loaded question. It depends on the day and the artist I'm in front of. But what I try to be is a good person, first of all, right? You just want to be a humble person where you can have positive impact on the people around you. The Fiesta Bowl has given me an incredible opportunity to lead, if you will. But a lot of times, leadership is about being at the bottom, where you're holding other people up, providing some guidance, and communicating effectively, so we can all affect change. So it's really kind of who I am for the Fiesta Bowl. How about that? Yeah, believe it or not, there's some yahoos on there, but we've got a group of individuals that really just have a big footprint in the community, right? Guys who lead organizations, other organizations, offices. We have volunteers that come out every single year, 20, 25-year volunteers, because they believe in who the Yellow Jackets are. So I will tell you, it's a group of guys and gals that have said to themselves, we want to live in a community where we can actually affect change. And the way we're going to do that is by coming together. We're going to have a yellow jacket on our backs that says, hey, here's who we are. And so they can identify with not only success, right, but they want to identify with people who are serving them to help their environment and their community. That's actually a great question. So the truth is, my boss at the time, a guy named Mac Magruder, he was the chairman of the company, and he said, hey, we need to do something in the community. This is back in 2012, and he had a friend named Mike Hekamovich, and he said, you're either going to be on the Fiesta Bowl, or you're going to be with those guys that do that golf tournament. I don't want to say their name, give them some hug. But anyway, and so, I ended up meeting with Amy Smith, I believe was her name, and I was in, I became a Yellow Jacket. Well, that's a big question, but just the friendships that I've made, the people that I've been able to meet, just being connected to college football. I love college football. Just understanding that a lot of what we do actually affects people's lives. I think that a lot of times you get involved in an organization and you kind of always on the periphery, but we actually see the people, right? We build playgrounds, right? You see the playground being built, kids in the background saying to themselves, hey, I can't wait. Aerospace Challenge, you see kids that are 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, memorizing speeches, standing up, talking about things that happen in space, a partnership with Honeywell that we had. I have to tell you, all of those opportunities to kind of see people grow and be better. And then the football games, as I come back to, I love college football, and being around the players and the coaches, it's been inspiring to me. So, you know what? I have seen, um, you have an opportunity to see a person grow like a child, right? See them run out on the field for the first time, and they have that moment when they're looking back at their parents, and their parents are proud, the kid is proud. I mean, having those types of things, being in the parade, and just the perspective that you gain from people and how much pride they take in what they're doing, just because they're a part of something bigger than them. So my moments are continually happening, and I expect to have a bunch this year. So as the committee chair, I should have a front row seat in seeing how we can actually affect the community. So those are my kind of my best moments. But if I had to specifically pick one, I don't know. I don't have it yet. I'm thinking about it though. I'll come back to you on that one. Well, let me say it this way to you. Bob will probably tell you better than I can. I was playing it real cool, trying to act like I wasn't real excited. And then I just literally said, Bob, can I have a minute? And I just got up, kind of chopped my feet up and down, just running around my office. And then when I came back to him on the phone call, I was like, hey, man, I'm super excited. Just a basic response. But I will tell you, it's been one of those moments where I'm super thrilled. I love the Yellow Jackets, the guys and the gals on the team. I love what we do in the community. I feel like it's exactly who I want to be. It's the influence that I want to have. And truthfully, um, I feel like I'm actually going to be pretty good at this job because I love the guys around me, right? I don't really feel like it's just me, right? I have a group of 122, 123 guys. all believing in me, providing me some support. And truthfully, all I have to do is say a couple of words. They've already got it figured out. It's not that hard. Leadership is how, literally, I'm going to keep it really simple. Lou Holtz used to tell us this all the time. Leadership is about having a vision and a plan. If you can have a vision for success and you believe it, you put the effort and time into it, you can achieve a lot of things that are bigger and better than you. So that vision that I have is I want to bring a lot of energy to the room. I want to let people know that I appreciate them. I'm excited to be in this position, where sometimes if you see an individual in a leadership role that you can see hate being in that role, I want to be excited about it, enthusiastic, and I want to be infectious. I want people to understand that, hey, listen, this is an opportunity that I am super excited about. I am humbled, I am honored, and most importantly, I want to do a great job. And the way I feel I can do that is by having the right attitude every day when I come to work as the chair.
That's awesome.
I think the primary focus in any organization such as ours is about the service that we're going to provide, right? We want to make sure that we always remember that we're serving the community and each other, on the committee, excuse me. When we go anywhere, do anything, and we wear our yellow jackets, people should already anticipate, know why we're there to serve those around us in our community. At first I didn't know how much time that was going to be involved. So I was like, okay, I got to make sure I open up my calendar just a little bit. But the main thing that I've learned that it does take a village. No one can do this by themselves, right? You need all the yellow jackets. You need the support from Bob and his team. You need the support from people like you, Scott, that allow these opportunities to happen. Success has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with the organization as a group. So my success, their success, all success is tied together, and we have to work together. So when Dave would always say it takes a village, and I'd hear the other committee chairs before him say the same thing, it does take a village. And for me, what I just want to do is make sure I don't disappoint. Right? I feel like I'm obligated to do a great job and make sure that everyone understands that I want to be as best prepared as I can be and do a good job. Well, first thing, I believe it or not, I get this question a lot. Say, hey, what's it like? And I'm like, it's a lot of fun. I think that when you are around people that you genuinely enjoy talking to, um, being creative, because again, sometimes you have to figure some things out, and then the results that you get from giving back. See, I think that if we want to feed our souls, right, the message that I'm going to have to a prospective guy or a guy that's young in the organization, I'm going to say, listen, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is put both feet in and let people know that you're committed. Make the commitment, and it's going to be an absolute wonderful experience. And for me, it's been not only great, it's been tremendous, rewarding, and I wouldn't trade it at all, not one moment. Now it all depends if I want to be fancy or not, right? I'll drop a crisp white shirt, black pants, black shoes, yellow jacket, and I'm good to go, right? I feel like I'm good in any phase. The problem is when you want to drop a tie on it, right? You can't, it's a lot. The orange, I don't know. I don't really want yellow and orange in the logo. Can't do it. Well, I can do it. I have done it, just not my favorite. You know what I mean? But I typically go with a solid tie because we wouldn't want to detract from the yellow jacket. So. Well, I'm going to start off just by saying I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Um, I don't think people quite understand for me personally how grateful I am to be in this position. I feel just honored just to be even selected for people to consider you someone that they can actually allow to lead the organization. So I want to just kind of put that in perspective. But again, I'm a pretty enthusiastic guy, and I like to use that power of enthusiasm, right, to affect people. My own personal mantra is a little bit complicated, but ultimately, I want to use that power of enthusiasm to impact people's lives and allow them to look at their goals and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to put as much energy in my life, and I'm going to make some decisions that's going to change the things around me so that I have a great life. Like I want my life to be great, and I want people to remember. Hey, you know what? You remember that guy Nick I met, right? The yellow jacket, the volunteer. Listen, he showed up every day on time with the right attitude and created success. And that's just life, right? Winning and win. What's important now? The WIN piece is about what are you supposed to do right now in terms of preparation and understanding the need or the desire to achieve a certain thing or to get over a particular hump. And by the way, you have people helping you. How hard is that? Right? You got like-minded people with like-minded goals. Guess what? Let's go be successful together.